Welcome, 90s fanatics and Fresh Prince aficionados, to the Ultimate Trivia Challenge. Get ready to test your knowledge on one of the most iconic sitcoms of all time, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I'm your host, and we've got a series of questions lined up, covering everything from characters to classic moments. Let's kick things off with our first question. What was the name of Will Smith's character's mother in the show? Take a moment to think about it. This one might be a little tricky for some. The correct answer is Viola Vi Smith. She was often seen visiting from West Philadelphia. Fun fact, Vi was played by Verne Watson Johnson, who also appeared in other popular 90s shows like Family Matters. Alright, next question. What was the name of the private school that Will and Carlton attended? Think carefully. This school was a central part of their early adventures in Bel-Air. The answer is Bel-Air Academy. It was the setting for many of their hilarious escapades. Fun fact, the exterior shots of Bel-Air Academy were actually filmed at the Brentwood School in Los Angeles. Moving on, what was the name of the fictional talk show hosted by Hilary Banks? Hilary's career path was quite a journey, but this show was a big part of it. The correct answer is Hilary. Simple, yet iconic, just like her. Fun fact, Hilary's character was initially written to be a snobby socialite, but her ditzy charm made her a fan favorite. Time for another challenge. What was the name of the club where Carlton often performed his signature dance? This place was a staple for Carlton's moves and many memorable moments. The answer is the Peacock Diner. It was the perfect spot for his iconic dance. Fun fact, Alfonso Ribeiro, who played Carlton, choreographed the famous Carlton dance himself, inspired by Courtney Cox and Eddie Murphy. Let's dive into a character question. What was the name of the Banks family butler? He was a constant, often sarcastic, presence in the Banks household. The answer is Jeffrey Butler. His dry wit was legendary. Fun fact, Jeffrey's full name, Jeffrey Barbara Butler, was revealed in a later season, adding to his unique charm. Here's a tough one for the true fans. What was the name of Will's childhood best friend from West Philadelphia? He made several memorable appearances throughout the series. The answer is Jazz. His unique entrances and exits were a running gag. Fun fact, DJ Jazzy Jeff, who played Jazz, is Will Smith's real-life music partner, and they had a successful hip-hop career together. Let's test your knowledge of the show's theme song. What phrase does Will say when he first arrives in Bel-Air? It's a classic line from the iconic opening sequence. He says, "Yo, Holmes, smell you later." A perfect send-off from his old life. Fun fact, the theme song, Yo Home to Bel-Air, was written and performed by Will Smith himself under his stage name The Fresh Prince. Next up, what was the name of the university that Will and Carlton both attended? This institution played a significant role in their young adult lives. The answer is the University of Los Angeles, or ULA. It brought new challenges and friendships. Fun fact, while ULA was fictional, many scenes were filmed at the University of California, Los Angeles, or UCLA. Let's test your memory of guest stars. Which famous supermodel made a cameo as herself in an episode? She was a prominent figure in 90s pop culture and fashion. The answer is Naomi Campbell. She appeared in the episode Kiss My Butler. Fun fact, other notable guest stars included Oprah Winfrey, Donald Trump, and Tyra Banks, showcasing the show's widespread appeal. Final question for today. What was the name of the character who replaced Aunt Viv in later seasons? This change was a significant moment in the show's history. The answer is Daphne Maxwell Reid, who took over the role of Vivian Banks from Janet Hubert. Fun fact, the recasting of Aunt Viv is one of the most talked about changes in sitcom history, sparking much debate among fans. That wraps up our Fresh Prince of Bel-Air Trivia Challenge. How did you do? Whether you aced it or learned something new, we hope you enjoyed this nostalgic trip down memory lane. Thanks for playing, and remember to keep that 90s spirit alive. Smell you later.